Britain needs a bigger society. The challenge is, how do we get there? All too often our communities, councils and the voluntary sector exist in isolation, and opportunities to create something better fall through the gaps. But there's one borough that's trying to make a big difference. Sutton is buzzing from the ground up with enthusiasm and ideas to make it a great place to live and work. Our residents are active and involved in community life, and our role as the council is to help them make the most of that. Last year, Sutton was chosen to be a vanguard authority for the delivery of the big society, and this film looks at some of the initiatives that have been introduced in Sutton over the past year and more. As we pass our one-year anniversary, it asks, what have we achieved, what lessons have we learned, and what do we still have to do?
We're very pleased to be chosen as a vanguard for the big society, because we think it's very authentic to what is happening here in Sutton and what we've been trying to achieve as a council for the last 25 years, and that is to build a community and build a borough in which all can take part and all can take pride.
Bioregional is a social enterprise. What we try to do is put in place real-life working demonstrations of sustainable communities and sustainable products and services. So a group of us local residents, we wanted to buy fresh fruit and veg. We applied for some grant funding to help us to set up the veg van so that we could sell fruit and veg to people coming off the trains and outside the schools, just to get people in the mood for buying that fresh fruit and veg.
I think the veg van helps because it people who don't really eat vegetables can actually see how good fresh vegetables are.
The interesting challenge is, how can we all work together? Can national government, local government, the businesses in the area really work together with us and really do something different here? So we're thinking about all sorts of things, from retrofitting our homes to save energy, generating renewable energy so that we can make the whole area zero carbon.
We've been working with Greener Business and Bioregional for 8 months now, on and off in different projects. We've had various different assessors come in and audit the property, both on water side, energy side, on the actual construction of the building. They've managed to save us 80% on our water, saving us about £2,700 a year.
Sutton has a hard-won reputation for showing the way on going green. Top of our residents' priorities are environmental issues. Our biggest initiative, at the heart of the Hackbridge project, is the Sutton Community Farm. The farm, originally set up with some grant funding, is now a separate social enterprise which is aiming to pay its way by growing and selling veg boxes to local residents. Many local people volunteer at the farm on a regular basis. It's a great focus for their enthusiasm about getting involved in their local community and making Sutton a great place to live.
We're really willing to rise to the challenges that we're facing in what we're trying to do here in Hackbridge, and we see it as a real partnership between us, the local community, Bioregional, a local social enterprise, and every one of us here.
In October 2010, the Deputy Prime Minister Nick Clegg opened the Sutton Life Centre. It's primarily a space to encourage a sense of public spirit amongst young people. The centre hosts a library, a cafe and internet access. Its most exciting feature, however, is the Life Zone, which uses state-of-the-art interactive cinematic technology to teach life skills to kids.
Through citizenship education, we try to give students an understanding of what it's like to be a good local citizen, a good national citizen and a good international citizen. And so the Life Centre and centres like the Life Centre provide opportunities for us to really bring that alive for students, give them real practical examples of they may have an issue about being in and around Sutton in the evening, or they may have issues about being at home. The Life Centre is designed to help them arrive at solutions for dealing with those difficult issues. I think the local authority in Sutton have really been very forward thinking in the way they've approached citizenship engagement, and when I say citizenship engagement I really mean the broad spectrum, everything from very, very young children right through to the oldest members of our society. And I think there is a lesson to be learnt for all local authorities. Putting the kind of resource into facilities like this really is making a statement to the wider community that you matter, and the you is everybody, which is really fantastic.
Another success story in the making is the Citizens University scheme. Set up in partnership with the Young Foundation, the U, as it's known, aims to get residents to play a more active role in society by signing up for its bite-sized courses ranging from basic first aid to advice on greening your home and even conflict resolution.
Today's workshop was about first aid, and it was helping people learn the 7 magnificent skills they need to handle some very common medical emergencies.
It's essentially really basic first response, first aid that can equip someone to do something really simple and almost instinctive to really make a difference in an emergency.
When people first come in and we make them put stickers up on the chart for willingness, confidence, their willingness is always very high, but their confidence to actually help someone isn't. And by the end of the session, we've noticed that their confidence is virtually where their willingness is, so they will then go out and help someone instead of just walking past and being that bystander.
I think this project is demonstrating that it's been a success and that there is a way of reaching out to people in the borough, in the community, in an effective way, and actually getting them at the end of the day to feel that they want to use their skills and change their outlook. And if that is something that has been done here, I don't see any reason why it can't be something that's encouraged in other councils.
The fourth and final lesson is a message to central government. Primary legislation is often what discourages people from playing a more active role in their community. Red tape, bureaucracy and access to funds are all issues that need to be addressed if we want to see a greater take-up of volunteering opportunities. Tapping into people's enthusiasm is not enough by itself. We need to make it simpler for residents to get involved where they want and to play a greater role in shaping their communities.
We've got to be more proactive. We've got to go out there and make it much easier for people to get engaged. And it is summed up by to take part in your local community, in the life of your local community, and to take pride in your borough as well and what has been achieved. And it's doing it together, because it's through partnership and through working together we're going to achieve what we want to achieve here in Sutton, and that is a better quality of life for everyone.